Hi folks, I wanted to give you a basic demonstration of WordPress. And when you build your WordPress site, the first thing you're going to see is the actual front page. So this is what anyone on the web would see if they were looking at the address that you have up here. So this particular one I put in was WordPress demo. Yours would be the actual name that you gave it. So you'll see it looks like a web page. You have pages here, you have information on the front. This particular front, the way it's set up in WordPress, is a blogging area. And so the area right here is all going to be the current blog posts. So whatever's current will come to the top. These pages here are your web pages. So they're static pages that you'll create. And I'll explain how to do that and what those mean. You get to do that by going up to use what's called the dashboard. And so when you click on the word dashboard, what you get is actually access to the control panel. And this is where you will make all the editing additions and changes, and this is where you control everything. When you get to the dashboard, the first thing you're going to do is make a post. And so as I said earlier, that all posts that you'll put up the posts and they'll all appear on the front of the website. So this is how you access all the posts. You can see all the posts. Right now there aren't any. You can add a new post. You can create categories and create tags. So I'm going to click on add a new post. And here what you do is title the post and then you put your content down here. You'll notice this work area here should look very familiar. It's essentially the same control panels that you would see in a word processing program like Microsoft Word or Google Docs. So you can format text, you can add tables, you can add hyperlinks, you can add images, media, you can add YouTube videos. And so essentially a post or a page in WordPress can hold any of those things. And that's really what websites are, is content, right? Typically, text, images, audio. And so we're going to learn how to do all those things, how to put all those things on your website. So the first thing you want to do is you want to title your post. And I'll just call it, what you'll do is call it My Professional Learning Community. And then come down here, and what you did for the first project is I had you actually write that blog post on a Google Doc. I think it's a good practice. I do that probably because I like editing in Google. It's easier to do it in Google Docs as far as I'm concerned. And also, I've got a backup, so if I put this up and for some reason it doesn't hold or there's some glitch in the server, I've always got it in two places. So it just gives me a little security. So I'm going to just demonstrate real quick how you can take your professional learning community network document that you made, and you can simply, click on the document itself, and you can select all. So I'm going to go up to Edit and select all, or you can use a keystroke. Okay, and then I'm going to go to Paste. Copy. And then I'm going to go back to my post, which I called My Professional Learning Community. I'm going to right click and I'll click paste. Okay, and there it is. You'll see that the title of it, everything is down there. And now you've got your post set. You'll notice that the hyperlinks transfer over too. So as you create hyperlinks in a Google Doc, that's the other reason I like to do it in a Google Doc, they tend to transfer over really cleanly. Transferring over text and images and links from Word is a little more tricky. Doesn't always work because it's not built for the web, but because Google Docs are really built for the web, things seem to transfer a little more easily. When I'm all done and I like that, I can go and I can edit things. So if you look at all the editing tools, again, you can edit in this particular environment. You can change the text colors, bold, italicize, paragraphs, align left, center, etc. So you can play with all of those tools to add formatting features to your post. The other thing you do with the post if you're not ready to publish it is click Save as a Draft, and it'll save it in your post area here. You can come back to it and build on it. You can also, with a post, as you build more posts, you can add categories and put them in a category. So I created a category called Teacher Resources. And if I wanted to add that post to the Teacher Resource category, which shows on the front page, you'll see, I can do that. I can also add a tag here. So I can say professional network. What this does is it's like a hashtag. So it will categorize this particular post. This is the first post. Who knows how many you'll have, but if you begin creating your teacher website and you have more posts, they might fall into certain categories. So you might be posting, if you're teaching in elementary school and you want to post about math resources for kids, and you want to talk about, maybe you have a math category, etc., and you want to hashtag it with something. So you click add there, and now this particular post will fall in the category of teacher resources. We'll have that tag to it, and then I'm going to click publish. And then what you'll see when you look at the actual site, you can go and view the post, and you can do it a couple ways. You can go up and visit site, okay, this way. You can click on this link, it'll take you there as well. I always kind of go back to view site, and then I can see it. And when it comes up, you'll see that your page now will have that first post on it. And that'll be the image that people will see as we wait for it to load here when they come onto the site. And then as they stack up, what you'll see is that different posts will move to the top. And so that's the way it actually works. Project 1, and then if you make another post, Project 1 will just slide down, and Project 2, or whatever you're doing, will be on top. But it's called Professional Learning Community. Recent posts right there. I'll show you in a later screencast how to create these categories and change them. Teacher categories, and we have to add a tag widget for you to see the tag, but that's all in due time. So that's a basic overview of WordPress, making your first post. And the next screencast I'll do is making a page for you and adding content.